All right, here with Green Run 2024 wide receiver Keylen Brodie Adams here as he's getting ready for his junior season. First and foremost, you got the nickname of Brodie. I don't think we asked you just when you helped the team win the game mid-season against Ocean Last year. How did you come up with that nickname, or that nickname, how was it given to you, I guess?
So my sister used to call me bro, but she said it was basic and she didn't really like it, so she started calling me Brodie.
Okay.
And then people in my family started calling me Brodie, and I changed my Instagram to Brodie. So people just started calling me that.
You kind of embraced it, or?
Yeah.
All right. I think last time let's start off with recruiting here. You mentioned 4 schools to me that were standing out: Penn State, Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia Tech. Are those 4 still very much in the forefront at the moment, or?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of schools are starting to show a little bit more interest.
Okay.
Not like I'm going to my junior year and they'll be able to talk to me and stuff like that. So they still stand out a little bit more than the rest of them.
Yeah, you're still learning more about them as they are you. Who are the ones that you feel like are making a priority to you that you'll plan to visit and start to pick up dialogue once you can, start going through that process in the junior senior year?
NC State,
Okay.
ECU. Really, right now that's about it, because it's not really like, again, they can't talk to me yet.
Sure.
So.
NC State, that's a place you're going to plan to check out. Have you been there yet, or?
No.
Okay. Where have you gone to so far, as unofficials and places you checked out? Have you gone to any games and places, or?
I went to Maryland when they played Penn State.
Okay.
I've been to ODU twice.
Okay.
I've been to USC 3 times.
Okay.
And I think that's it right now.
Of those places that you've been to, is there any wow factors or major impressions as far as get a chance to vibe with different fans, other teammates, play anything that you took away from those places that you've gone to so far? Like, well, that's a place I want to learn more about.
USC.
Okay, why is
when
that?
I went, their teammates, they was treating me like I was family, like I was on the team. I was watching them during the spring game, and every time I go, they just make me feel at home. They give family vibes every time I go.
Tayon Holloway's going there now, who was the standout for his team. They've also got some other 757 connection guys, Tony Grimes, Cam Kelly. What's Holloway saying about UNC to you?
He's telling me it's a good school. He's basically showing me like the experience that he got, but he keeps saying go whatever's best for me. But he tends to show you that it's a good school and I should look into it.
I'm curious because you're now becoming a national level recruit. A, how you keep grounded and level headed, but B, there's also this 757 connection they're building there with those guys I mentioned. Does that matter to you being a part of that, or you want to I want to kind of blaze my own trend? Not to say I'm going to consider them highly more than this school. How do you kind of view it in your eyes?
I mean, it's good because I know if I went there, I would be with people that I know already. So I feel like it would be easier for me to fit in as a team. It would be easier to I guess you could say become one with everybody else on the team.
Right. Spoke with Coach a couple weeks ago. You now become the mark man because Holloway has graduated. You're going to get double teamed. You're going to get all kinds of different coverages. People are going to try to deny you the football. How do you kind of up your game knowing that when you take the field, you're the guy everybody's going to circle and try to stop?
I just keep playing the way that I've been playing. I know that I'm only doing this because of what I've done before, so they know what I can do on the field. So off the field, I just put in more work because you can never be. I was always saying it's always room for improvement. No matter how good you are, what your ranking is, how many stars you got, you always somebody better than you. So I just keep going for that next spot.
Sure. When you look back at last season, what you accomplished stat-wise, 1,000+ yards as a 10th grader, those type of things. Did you exceed your expectations, and kind of how do you view your goals and measure up for this year after you guys set some history, got a region championship, made the state semifinals?
I feel like personal goals is good to have, but the main goal for me was win the state championship, and we came 1 game short last year, so we got to go back this year and get the job done.
Mm-hmm. How much does that feel when you got lost to Warren, knowing you guys were very close to getting to ODU playing in Snowbird's in this championship game, and for half you were right there with them, but the things you guys got to sharpen up on to get to that point?
I feel like everybody on the team everybody really felt it because we had a good season. We was undefeated all the way up until that point. That's the only game we lost, and we just happened to lose the game that counted the most out of all the games. So that just tells us that we got to work harder and finish the job next time.
I joked with you when you beat Ocean Lakes that you were kind of like an all-region punter that day, but you're known obviously for your all-state abilities at wide receiver. For those that haven't watched you play before, watch your highlight tape, check it out on Friday nights. What would you say is the strength in your game, the best parts, and the things that you got to kind of improve a little bit to where your mad rating would be like 98, 99?
I'd say route running.
Is what you improve on, or?
Oh no, okay. Things I say my strengths are probably route running, catching, and speed. Things I need to work on would be reading the coverages more. I feel like I got better at that throughout the offseason and still working on that. Mm-hmm. So I say reading the coverage and blocking, because you can never go wrong with blocking.
I know when you got to high school, people were telling me this is the next Plaxico Burst. Did you know much about Plax? And if you researched a little bit about Plax playing in the NFL, and did those comps do you know much? Like, do you think it's a fair comparison, or do you not pay attention to that at all?
I mean, when I first got here, I didn't really know who he was, but after, like, I went to a couple camps and they found out what school I was going to, and it was like, oh, that's the school Plax went to. So they start comparing new Plax. But I mean, I say it's good that my name is associated, like I'm being compared to him, but I don't really like getting compared because I'm Keylen, like, it's me.
Last two then for you. Who are the guys you model or pattern your own game after when you watch college football, the pros? Who are the receivers you like to say, all right, I'm going to incorporate this and put it in my own package?
Jerry Jeudy.
Okay.
Definitely watch his highlights.
He's going to catch more passes now with Russell Wilson. That's
Jerry Jeudy and Devontae Adams.
Okay. And lastly, give me a thought on this coming year. Obviously, you guys, I think state championship bus is the mentality, but you're going to have more schools coming at you this year and more attention on you. Do you take on more of a vocal leadership role in this group as well, or?
Yeah, I feel like as a rising junior, I know it's people under me, like all the seniors leaving, so I know I got to step up again. Like every year, I got to step up, still be the leader I was last year. It's just got to be more vocal this year because it's a new group coming in, so you just got to see how we do that green run.
It's catching passes, touchdowns, and making highlight reel plays for the Green Run Stallions. Keylen Brodie Adams, thank you so much. All the best.
You too.